Part 6 of my video reply for channel through Freya. You're intelligent in another way. Alright? So, I want to go ahead and point out to you the problems with that exact factor, right? So, it quite literally was the day that I was leaving that ladybug ended up finally made its way. Alright? I'll never forget that ladybug. But imagine having to explain that a ladybug managed to go ahead and make its way through over 10 floors, to the higher wings of a hospital, all right? Managed to completely bypass every surveillance camera, all right? Actually make its way into the psychiatric ward, all right? Into the wing that is supposed to be incapable of being able to be entered or escaped without documentation. Now, keep in mind, that ladybug would quite literally need somebody who has a knowledge of, points of entry and exit, when it comes down to tactical maneuvering, in order to be able to get the knowledge of how to completely, be undetected by the surveillance cameras. So we're talking a ladybug showing the level of intelligence as a military operative or special forces. Do you think the hospital wants to explain the factor that they quite literally ended up having their defenses penetrated by a fucking ladybug? They don't want to have to explain that factor, or the factor that the person that was capable of drawing that ladybug to them was in a psychiatric ward, when meantime, at that same exact hospital, that person was in a coma, and by going ahead and shoving psychiatric medication down their throat, knowing the factor of the neurological damage that had been done while in that hospital, while in a coma, while receiving brain surgery, quite literally could have induced post-coma delirium, causing cognitive dissonance, as well as potential brain hemorrhage. So that hospital quite literally could face a lawsuit for medical negligence as well as attempted murder. So they don't want to have to answer for that factor in court. Well, you had it documented that at that point in time they were in a coma, then you had them in a psych ward and gave them medication that could have undone all the damage.